Howdy, folks. It's Dr. Jeff Camarda. It is Wednesday, June 24th, reporting to you today from my home gym. I'm actually standing on my elliptical in front of my computer, where I try to spend at least an hour a day typing, composing stuff, responding to emails, working on articles, and so forth. But anyway, that's why I'm here in this odd position with a much younger but still inspirational Arnold Schwarzenegger over my shoulder. And of course, the big news today is it had a rather precipitous drop on Wall Street. The U.S. markets, I won't use the words plunge, but it's certainly a pretty deep dive, driven largely by renewed coronavirus fears. As these numbers continue to get uglier, a second wave appears to be rolling across the globe in the United States and other important non-U.S. markets, economic markets, not stock markets so much. And we saw softness in Asia and in Europe and U.S. markets. And I think this may just be the beginning of the rather significant drops that we have been expecting for some time. Who knows for sure? But as you know, I have felt for many weeks now that market values just don't square with the economic realities, and ultimately I think it'll be reflected in stock prices, and we'll have some really good buying opportunities going forward. So I for one am very comfortable with our conservatively deployed portfolios with large cash positions pretty much across the board, including our family's substantial accounts as well invested pretty much the same way. And I'm not a market technician. My brother Jonathan and wife and partner Kimberly are. But it doesn't take a rocket scientist to take a look at the chart and see that after rocketing up from the lows in March, we had some softness a couple of weeks ago, ran back up again a little bit to really a lower high than where it was, and now we're back down to lows, revisiting lows a couple of weeks ago. And to me, a bear market is defined by lower highs and lower lows, and we certainly just saw a lower high, so we'll see where it goes. Anyway, we're happy to be sitting on a lot of dry powder in anticipation of better shooting to come. What else I do? My personal perspective on the evolving virus situation. As you know, I've been very concerned about the health threats for some time. A lot of folks have kind of gotten past it, but I think it's really just beginning. And our personal position with our kids, that they really give you some insight, is they go to a private school here in Jacksonville called Bowles, and I've been corresponding with their leadership over the past few months and again today. And my position is, even though we fully paid tuition for the year, I don't want my kids going back to a physical school environment. And I was gratified to learn after asking them if there'd be an alternate distance learning facility set up, and they said that there is, which I think is great. But it just kind of gives you some insight into how concerned I am. You got to weigh, the relative benefits, right? Great education, but health is more important. Everybody's surviving, so that's where we're at. On a final note, I want to thank everybody for their kind comments about the estate planning webinars that we did, the classes yesterday. Well, I got to tell you, I was astonished at the response. We had well over 120 people, I think, sign up. A lot of folks, they're still signing up, even though the thing has been over now for almost 24 hours. So that was great. And thank you all. I was very proud to share that Father's Day video. And it really is an expression. You saw how my kids felt. And I really feel, kind of patriarchal about the extended Camarda family. Most of you watching are kind of client community. So thank you for those of you that commented on that. So until tomorrow, that's another, certainly long enough winded video for now. I'm going to get exercising a little late here in the day. And till then, bonsoir to you all. Bye-bye.